Hey everyone, it's Michelle here, back from FindNaturalHairAndFaith.com. I know I have not been in front of the camera in about 3 months, and it is with good reason. I have had so much going on in my life, but things are finally getting back to what I would perceive as normal, and I wanted to come and just give everyone an update on what's been going on with me, where I've been, and what's been going on in my life. Everything really started back in December of 2015. I was making videos after that, but there was just so much going on that I was getting overwhelmed and I just had to take a step back. It all started with my son. Well, before my son started to get sick. He had a ton of kidney stones that had to be dealt with. But before that happened, I was just literally drowning in sort of like depression almost. I don't want to say like I wasn't depressed to the point of like trying to kill myself or anything, but I was not feeling my best. I was just unhappy with so many things in my life. And I do believe that it was attributed to me not spending enough time in the Word of God, or spending enough time just in God's presence, you know, praying and doing. I was just like getting so overwhelmed with the cares of my world, of my life, that I didn't spend enough time with God. That really played a huge part of it. So I gained a lot of weight. I was 205 pounds, which is a lot for me, for my frame. But you know, God always has a plan, right? I have since lost 30 pounds. I started seeing a doctor, and you know, you have to do what's best for you. Pray, ask God to give you wisdom. This doctor actually offered me weight loss pills back in December, and I turned it down. I was like, no, I'm just gonna do it on my own. But I really could not do it on my own. Like, I was struggling a lot. I had no desire to work out. I just was so overwhelmed with what was going on with Christopher, with the kidney stones. He was in and out of the hospital. He had multiple surgeries. He had so many things going on. And just as that was coming to an end, which took till almost June for it to really end, in May, the enemy attacked me again. I had an attack on my household. I'm not going to go into all the details, but let's just say I lost a lot. I have to move. I actually have to find another apartment by February, or I'm going to be stuck in this place for another year, and it is really not the best place for me to be. For one, it is not handicap accessible. We have to carry my son up the stairs in a wheelchair. It's very difficult. In addition to that, you know, we've been hit in our finances because as I was really starting to get out of debt, I had to amass a lot more debt for the simple fact that, you know, I had to get out of everything that was going on in my life. Just as that starts to wrap up and it seems like that's past, that's victorious, Christopher starts having multiple seizures. I mean, like, he's had seizures, you know, he's diagnosed with a condition where he's supposed to be like this rare epileptic. It's called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. People who are diagnosed with this, the traditional epilepsy drugs, they work for a while and then they don't work anymore. And so without the epilepsy drugs, like, he just was having seizure after seizure after seizure. So he was up to 15 seizures, 16, 17 seizures a day. I mean, the more seizures, you know, the brain is lacking oxygen. You can die from having seizures like this. So anyway, that was going on. He was in and out of the hospital. Then our neurologist, he recommended a medication that was supposed to be effective, but the side effect was blindness. Well, gee, can I get anything better than that? I prayed about it. I had no peace to actually do this. But we were waiting on the medical marijuana trial, where it's a drug. It's called CBD, and it's the part of the marijuana plant that does not get you high. So the THC was removed from the drug. It was placed in a base of sesame oil, and he's to take it twice a day. They started him off with a very low dose, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Before the CBD became available, this medical trial, he was just having all these seizures, and I just did not know what to do. Like, I was praying and things did not seem to be changing. And then we got the call that the CBD was available. We went to the hospital to pick it up because it is not quite legal. It's not legal at all by the FDA just yet, but it is authorized to be used for compassionate purposes for those who have basically failed completely the other epileptic drugs. So he went to go and pick it up. As on our way home, he has a seizure that lasts for a half an hour. Of course, we wound up in the emergency room at the hospital where we live, and he was admitted. He was unconscious for nearly 12 hours before he came out of this really deep, I don't know. But anyway, when he came out of it, you know, I started giving him the CBD that night, even in the hospital. They want you to give them their medication. Listen, this is not legal, so I can't give this to you just yet. And I have to watch this with everything, because they already told me if I break it and it spills, loses, that is it. We have to go back next week to pick up more. It expires after a month. We have to go for a month's supply at a time. After the third visit, then he will get it for 3 months. So while we're in the hospital, I'm like, whatever, they give him what they give him, I'm giving him this trial drug. And it's all natural. It's 99% CBD from the marijuana plant. It's in a base of sesame seed oil, 10% ethanol, and a strawberry flavoring. And so we started giving it to him that night. The next day he went home, and it's been almost a month, and I am pleased to say that he is down from 15 or so seizures a day to maybe 2 per week. And that is amazing. And this is on the starter dose. They are going to raise it little by little to see how much his body can tolerate and how much he can take, but I fully believe that he will be seizure free, because during their trial that they did over the past 2 years, there was a woman who was having maybe 60 seizures a day, and she was down to 3 per month. That is amazing. And so I say all of that to say this, to share not just what's going on with our lives, but also to let you know that, you know, God puts things on this earth for us to he knows what's going to happen, right? So these natural things that he's created are for a reason. They're not for us to be using as recreational drugs so we can get high and feel good. But, you know, there's a purpose for everything. So I'm really pleased to let you guys know that the seizures are way, way down. And also, I'm going to give you a little shot of what I'm looking like, down from 205 pounds to, I think I'm 175 now. And I still got 25 pounds to go. Well, my goal weight is 150. And that will get me at my perfect level on the high end from my height, my weight. I am 47 years old. And, you know, I had made it a point that I want to be fit by 50. So this is what I am looking like. So I've trimmed a lot. Still have my stomach to lose. I really have to work on this. But I'm working out 4 to 5 days a week. I stay active on the days that I'm not working out. And I'm lifting weights. There's just so much that's good that's now happening in my life. I had prayed that God would make me enjoy, just have me to enjoy the rest of this year. That was like in July that I made that prayer, and really things have been looking up. I'm really happy to say that. I actually found an apartment that is not even finished being built yet. It's a luxury apartment building. It will have like pool, and it will have a doorman and all these things, and you know, the enemy will come to tell you you are not good enough for things like that. But he is a liar. God desires to bless us with the best of the best. Like, why should the celebrities and the people who are living in sin enjoy the best of everything on this earth? Nah, that's not God's will. You know, so I'm going to apply for this apartment. My name is on the list. I'm just waiting to hear when they start the rental process. In the meantime, I'm just remain prayerful. I make confessions every day from the Word of God. And before I go, I just want you to know, sometimes when you're going through things, you got to find a song that will just help you hold on. And for me, that song was this. You are my peace. You are my peace. You are my peace, and I worship thee. Okay, so that's all I have to share today. I will be back making regular videos. I went to the Talia Wajid World Natural Hair Health and Beauty Expo 2 weeks ago. I actually filmed this video a week ago and I did not like the way it came out. It was like grainy and fuzzy because apparently I don't know how to work my camera anymore now that I have not used it in so long. I actually went to record for you what I got from the hair show, and I'm going to share some footage that I did take while I was there. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I know it was a bit long, but I really wanted to update you. I don't really do long videos, so this is an exception for me. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for the old subscribers who basically decided to hang in there with me while I was gone. And I will see you all in the next video. Be blessed.